Hey neighbor, welcome back to Beyond ARTV. My name is John, and I'm not sure if my hands are shaking out of pure fear or pure excitement of what this list is going to be, but we're about to find out together. It's a yearly tradition for me to react, to go in cold, to not have anything spoiled ahead of time, and to see the full list of nominees, whether that be Record of the Year, Artist of the Year, Album of the Year. The Recording Academy has released all of their nominations for the 2021 Grammys, and we're about to find out what those are together. I'll admit that I get easily flustered when it comes to award shows because there's always snubs. They always seem to just pick from the popular group, and they bully the rest of the kids and say, no, you can't have a place here. But hopefully, with the S-tier year that it's been, and I'm talking S for shit tier, we need a win. So maybe the Recording Academy, maybe, just maybe, they'll slip in a few goodies for us. Disclaimer alert, of course, these are just my opinions, my reactions. I'm going to make predictions in each category for what I think will win, but also what I want to win. Pitchfork looks like they have the full list of nominations, so we're just gonna go ahead and dive head first. We're gonna scroll cautiously so that we don't spoil anything, but up first, it looks like we have Record of the Year. It seems like there's more nominations. That's a fat stack of songs there, but we have Beyonce's Black Parade, Black Puma's Colors, which I've never heard of, DaBaby, Rockstar, Say So, Everything I Wanted, Dua Lipa's Don't Start Now. That's awesome to see that there, but of course, very popular tune. Circles by Post Malone, and Savage by Megan Thee Stallion featuring Beyonce. These are all extremely tame picks for the most part. I haven't heard the Black Pumas song. I will say that Black Parade by Beyonce is kind of the outlier, which is surprising. That song didn't exactly have massive chart success, but it came out at a very important time, and I wouldn't be surprised if that goes down as the ultimate winner. I think that will win, but my personal pick, if I had to go with my heart, it would be Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa. She killed it with Future Nostalgia. Up next, we have Album of the Year, again having to scroll very cautiously here. Janae Aiko, Black Pumas, again, haven't listened. Coldplay's Everyday Life? What? You nominated Coldplay's worst album? Have they ever been nominated for Album of the Year before? That's crazy. Jacob Collier, haven't heard of it. The Haim album was extremely mediocre overall. Future Nostalgia, yes! That and Folklore, oh man! How am I gonna pick? And then Hollywood's Bleeding by Postie's in there too. Love you, Postie, but not Album of the Year. My God, Future Nostalgia and Folklore have to be battling it out there, right? I mean, I could easily see Folklore taking this, and this is crazy because Future Nostalgia and Folklore, this looks like my end of the year albums list that I'm trying to battle it out for spots. I think Folklore will win, and I kind of want it to. I'm not going to be mad. I think personally, Future Nostalgia or Folklore, you got a happy pop fan. I'd never really understood the differentiating factor between song and record, or the importance of doing both, and some of these are going to be the same. It looks like Black Parade again. The Box by Roddy Ricch, Cardigan by Taylor Swift gets a nod, Circles by Posty, Don't Start Now, Everything I Wanted. I really hope that we don't get another Billie Eilish sweep. We're starting to get fatigue. You got COVID fatigue? I'm starting to get Billie Eilish sweeping at the award shows fatigue. Her, I Can't Breathe, an amazing track, protest anthem that I really, really liked. J.P. Sachs featuring Julia Michaels. Ugh. I have such a venom for her. I don't like her as a songwriter or as a solo artist. Her and Justin Tranter together, not a match made in heaven, that's for sure. I think that Cardigan's gonna pull out a win here, and personally, my choice, if I pick Don't Start Now for Song of the Year, or Record of the Year, excuse me, then I'm gonna have to go with Cardigan by Taylor. Best New Artist, Ingrid Andress, Phoebe Bridgers. Okay, yes, Chica, Noah Cyrus, D-Smoke, Doja Cat, Katronda, who I have not heard of, and Megan Thee Stallion. There are definitely some predictable ones in there. I think that Doja Cat is probably the one that is going to be singled out and saying, yeah, she's likely going to come away with it. I could see Megan Thee Stallion coming away too. Personally, I'm going to predict Doja Cat. Hold me to that. But I love some of the songs from these other artists. Phoebe Bridgers, my girl right there, has my heart, my emo blackened heart. Did you hear her album Punisher? That is the clear choice. But the Grammys have proven time and time again that talent doesn't necessarily matter and went out in the long run. So we'll see if that happens. I wouldn't be mad about Noah Cyrus either, because the MTV live rendition that she did with Miley of I Got So High I Saw Jesus, that brings tears to my eyes. It's so good. Best pop solo performance, Yummy by Justin Bieber. Are you out of your goddamn mind? Yummy by Justin Bieber. What the fuck? That is is literally the worst fucking song of the entire year, and you're like, let's throw a Grammy nomination behind that. What the fuck are you thinking, Recording Academy? Yeah, you get the yummy yum. Oh, take your award. Doja Cat, Say So, Billie Eilish, Everything I Wanted, Dua Lipa, Don't Start Now, Harry Styles, Watermelon Sugar, and Taylor Swift, Cardigan. If Yummy wins a Grammy, I will shave my head on stream and cry for an hour. I will live stream it. Hold me to it. As far as who I think is going to win, I think Billie Eilish could eke this one out with Everything I Wanted. It's her best post-album single thus far. Some of the others just haven't held up that well for me, like My Future. But Everything I Wanted is dark, dreamy. I love the feeling that you get while listening. So personally, I think that one will win. But Don't Start Now, Watermelon Sugar, Cardigan, all better songs, and personally, you know I gotta go with my boy Harry Styles, Watermelon Sugar, baby, please. Best pop duo or group performance. We have J Balvin, Dua Lipa, Bad Bunny for Un Dia. I've heard that track, it's okay, not bad. Justin Bieber featuring Quavo Intentions. What did I just say about that song? Couldn't have given that one to just best pop solo performance. Oh wait, it has a featured guest, that's why, so they went with that one. Literally anything else on the album, I mean, oh. BTS Dynamite, I understand why this is here. I'm not a fan. I think I've made my stance clear on that. Not that I have a vendetta against BTS. I'm not a fan, but I know that they have much better songs than this. But this was their first ever, English-only single. Of course, it's gonna get nominated for a Grammy. Their fan base is too large to ignore and snub like that. So I think this will probably snag the win. I won't really be happy about that. I think it's an extremely cliched and flawed tune. We also have Rain on Me and Exiled by Bon Iver with Taylor Swift. That is haunting. That is absolutely my pick. Her vocal chemistry there with Bon Iver is so good. That's my pick. Rain on Me, good song, but I think Dynamite's gonna pull it out. Best pop vocal album, who the hell is a Justin Bieber stan over at the Recording Academy? Out yourself. This is ridiculous. Changes in a year where there were so many great albums, even in the pop world. I mean, I wasn't even a massive fan of this, but Jessie Ware's album, that seems like it totally got snubbed. There were also Chromatica, Future Nostalgia, Fine Line, and Folklore. All 4 other picks I will absolutely be okay with. I think if I had to rank those, it would probably be a tie between Future Nostalgia and Folklore again. Fine Line is up there as well. I love all of those records, and Chromatica, I love a good bit of it too. So I'm not going to be mad with anything other than Changes winning. I don't think that it will. I think that they might give it to Chromatica. That is personally my prediction, but I want any of the other 3 to win. Okay, here we go. I see it. Best rock performance. Hold your breath, guys. We're going in cold. Let's see what we got. Best rock performance, Shamika by Fiona Apple. Okay, don't know if that's really rock, but we're gonna absolutely take that because that song fucking rolls. It's a shame that we didn't see her in the conversation sooner because I'm talking Fetch the Bolt Cutters album of the year? Where's that? Big Thief, Not, Kyoto by Phoebe Bridgers, Haim, The Steps, Stay High by Brittany Howard, and Grace Potter, Daylight. They are really trying to make a statement here, right? It's all women in rock. That seems a little bit weird. Shouldn't it be more like we're working towards a balance, not like, hey, we're trying to make up for years, so now we're gonna nominate only women. That doesn't fix the problem or make it equal. Some really good songs in here, though. I mean, I pretty much like all of the songs that I know. The Steps, Kyoto, Not, and Shamika. The first 4, but obviously, I think my girl Fiona Apple is going to prove this one to the world and pull it out with a win. My prediction, my personal choice for Shamika. Not gonna be mad about Phoebe Bridgers if she does win though, because she absolutely deserves it. Best metal performance. We've got Body Count, Code Orange, In the Moment. It's In This Moment, Pitchfork, come on. I don't even fucking like them, and here I am standing up for the spelling. In This Moment, The In-Between, Poppy, Blood Money, Poppy got a nomination. Okay, Power Trip, and I don't know that, but Code Orange, In This Moment, and Poppy are the main ones that I'm familiar with. Can't stand In This Moment. I think they're so contrived. They're show and style over substance. I will say that Underneath and Blood Money are both phenomenal tunes. I really liked both. I think I could see Code Orange pulling it out here, and I'm not going to be mad if either them or Poppy win, Personally, I'm gonna have to go with Poppy because that would be so cool to see her win a Grammy for Blood Money and do it without Titanic Sinclair, but I also am not gonna be mad about Underneath by Code Orange. Best Rock Song, Phoebe Bridgers, Tame Impala, Big Thief, Shamika by Fiona Apple, and again, Brittany Howard, Stay High. Brittany Howard is, of course, of Alabama Shakes. I haven't listened to a ton of her solo material because Alabama Shakes, I'm sorry, they were always one of those bands I couldn't get into. I really do like Not by Big Thief and also Kyoto, Phoebe Bridgers, Lost in Yesterday, Tame Impala. I think that it's kind of a shame that it seems like they've done more of just the alt-pop type of thing and kind of indie. I wouldn't really classify most of these as rock, per se. And rock, dead, I mean, why do you think that is? Grammys, every other award shows, you won't give the proper stuff an actual chance. I'm not trying to say that I hate the artists on here, that's not it at all. I think that they're just miscategorized. In genres, I know it gets old, people putting tags and saying, oh, this is rock, this isn't. I'm not trying to be a gatekeeper, but these songs, a lot of them are definitely not really what I would consider rock, and there's just other categories that they could be put in and fit better. So I guess I'm gonna pick Shamika or Kyoto. I don't really care all that much. I guess I just feel like they're not in the right spot. I think Lost in Yesterday might win, but then again, Fiona Apple has that power with critics, myself included, so my prediction is for Shamika. I would just like to see her or Phoebe or Tame Impala win. Wow, that really cuts out your energy, but moving into Best Rock Album, what do we have? I see the Strokes! I see the Strokes, ladies and gentlemen. Before I actually have one myself, let's get to the others. Fontaines DC, A Hero's Death. I really liked their first album, but this one was a chore for me to get through. Does anybody else feel the same way? I feel like I'm going crazy because I just find it so fucking boring. Michael somebody who I've never heard of, Grace Potter, haven't listened to in a decade, I'm sorry, Sturgill Simpson, Sound and Fury. That was definitely a crossover one. I enjoyed some of the tracks on there. I haven't come back to it all that much, but the new Abnormal by The Strokes, there you go. There's your winner, people. That's it. What a comeback album, right? I personally want that to win, and I think that they could do it. I think they could actually do it, although Sturgill Simpson has proven himself to be a favorite among award shows, so it's possible. I'm personally calling a toss-up between those two. It could go either way. I hope it's the Strokes. Best Alternative Music Album. The same ones that we're getting once again. It's like they only think of like 4 artists every time, and they're like, hey, let's nominate the exact same shit in this category that we did in this one, and we'll carry it over here too. So we have Fiona Apple, Fetch the Bolt Cutters, should have been on the Album of the Year list, but instead it's subjected to Best Alternative Music Album. I guess that does fit. I was just complaining about that, so we'll take it. Beck's Hyperspace, I found to be an extremely dull album, minus a few surprising cuts. Also, Phoebe Bridgers' Punisher, absolutely phenomenal record. Brittany Howard and Tame Impala with the Slow Rush. I personally love Punisher, The Slow Rush, and Fetch the Bolt Cutters. I think that Fetch the Bolt Cutters is a perfect record, so I have to personally give it to that, although Punisher is so close. I love The Slow Rush as well. It's breaking my heart, but I think that Fiona Apple is going to take the win, and it's my personal pick too. Best R&B Performance, we got Jhené Aiko, Beyonce, Jacob Collier, Brittany Howard, and Emily King. Beyonce has this thing on lock, okay? Black Parade all the way. Anything with that name's gotta win, right? Best Melodic Rap Performance, DaBaby and Roddy Ricch's Rockstar, Drake featuring Lil Durk, Laugh Now, Cry Later, Anderson .Paak's Lockdown. Anderson .Paak absolutely deserves it. The Box, and then Highest in the Room. Travis Scott kind of has this problem where a lot of his songs, not to say that this one in particular did that, but a lot of his stuff will chart very high, top the charts even, and then fall off. And I think that Highest in the Room sort of had that problem. I think it's an okay tune, but I just don't care about a lot of his songs. They're kind of in one ear, out the other. So The Box, it absolutely had staying power. It was viral, it was a meme, it was all over every social platform. I think The Box by Roddy Ricch is going to win, but personally, I want Anderson .Paak to come out with something, so give it to Lockdown. Best Rap Song, The Bigger Picture, The Box, Laugh Now, Cry Later, Rockstar, and then Savage. Savage is going to win in some categories, so why not predict it for this one? Personally, I'm gonna have to go with The Box. I am a sucker for that song. It's still so catchy. Best Improvised Jazz Solo. Now, I am mad about this one. Where the fuck is my nomination? I played all of these impressive jazz solos on so many top artists of the year, and I got nothing for it. So, fuck the Recording Academy. Yeah, that didn't happen at all. I'm just scrolling through this jazz stuff, and I'm sorry that I'm not more cultured. I just wanted to point out in the best folk album category, Laura Marling's Song for Our Daughter, a really, really great record. Not her best album, but I haven't been covering her just because people don't seem that interested when I do talk about her, but if there's any fans of mine that like Laura Marling, this is a cool moment to see. Best song written for visual media like films or TV, Taylor Swift, Beautiful Ghost, that's nice to see. Brandi Carlile, Carried Me With You. Both great songs so far. We've got, obviously, Into the Unknown. I prefer the Brendan Urie edition of that, Panic at the Disco, Into the Unknown. No Time to Die by Billie Eilish, and then Stand Up. The latter of those I have not heard. I think Billie Eilish is easily going to get this one for No Time to Die, which is funny because the James Bond movie that it's associated with hasn't even come out yet because of the pandemic. So that'll be interesting. I think she's going to win. Personally, I would have to go with Brandi Carlile. I would love to see her get a little win here, and she's so talented. But I also wouldn't be mad about Taylor. Beautiful Ghost is cool. That's pretty much the last category that I care about, so we're just gonna cut it off there. I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing my reactions and responses to these nominations for the Grammys in 2021. Are you gonna be tuning in? Do you think it's all bullshit? Are you actually excited about some of the nominations? Make sure to subscribe because I've got more content coming down the pipeline very soon. Subscribe to the main channel ARTV as well because year-end content is about to get underway. If you haven't seen my last year nomination and prediction for the Grammys, then see how accurate I was. Double check me over here or tap here for another recent video. All of my socials can be found in the description down below, and I'll be back soon for more right here on Beyond ARTV.